Hey, Mom. Yes, you. Why fuss and fret about dinner? Why not have it right here? Yes, this drive-in offers everyone in the family a real picnic treat for dinner. We've got delicious sandwiches with all the trimmings and your other dinner favorites, plus whatever you want to drink, hot or cold. Come early before the show starts, or eat while you're being entertained, or at intermission time. So why fuss? Give your family a tasty dinner at this drive-in.
Creeps and cretins, welcome back to the Madhouse. I'm Master Seth. With me as always is Mistress Dandeli, the Queen of Creep. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
Yes.
You've seen this movie. If you watch any horror host shows, then you've seen this movie. If you don't, then you should watch some more horror hosts.
Yes.
We're not the only ones out there. And they've all done this. That's what I'm getting at. They've all done this movie. They've all done this movie.
But it's so much
And
fun.
let me tell you why. Because for some damn reason, there's no copyright on it, so you don't have to pay anybody to broadcast the film. Just like all of our episodes here at the Madhouse. We might have fucked that one up on Bucket of Blood. I mentioned that on the last episode, I think.
I'm glad we did Bucket of Blood.
I'm glad we did Bucket of Blood.
I mean, Dick
Miller. But yeah, shit. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Tonight, okay, here's your hints as to what we're watching tonight. 1962, blonde-haired rock and roll singer, 7'2" caveman. Do you know what it is yet? You do, I know, but we're gonna watch the trailer anyway. Here's what's coming up on Movies from the Madhouse.
From ancient Genesis to the modern screen, is the name written in blood, Eegah!
If I could just call you on the phone. The code of the ghost got the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road.
Thrill to the newest recording star, Arto Jr.
Oh, they're screaming this way.
See ravishing Marilyn Manning in a thrilling, chilling story. The last of the prehistoric giants sees his first girl. Noah. Curious newsmen search deep in giant country for the last of the ancient cavemen. See a tough giant tamed by the soft hands of his captive woman. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. Then lose her to a boy in a dune buggy, escaping a burning desert. Eegah's primitive passion was love or kill. Hear Eegah talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. See Eegah!
Yes, that's right, creeps and cretins. It's Eegah, 1962, with Archibald Jr. and Richard Keel. The story of a couple of young lovers, one of which is a doughy-faced rock and roll singer, and they end up being a caveman.
It's going to be thrilling and chilling.
Before the night's over, we will get into Archibald Jr. We will get into Richard Keel. We will get into the striking similarities between this film and Encino Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
that
see
trailer.
that coming, did you?
But that trailer.
That trailer is one of the greatest. The voiceover for that trailer is one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
All of the things. I mean, he's going to sacrifice.
What was it? Love or kill was his ancient code.
Yeah, and sacrificing his ancient beard.
For love.
Yeah. The secret, what? The ancient language of love.
That was used at the beginning of time.
Yes. Yes.
The ancient language of love that was used at the beginning of time.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I got a boner listening to him. Yeah, sorry. We're watching Eegah. Eegah 1962. Like I said, all the horror hosts have watched it. Everybody's seen it. If you haven't seen it, you're in for a fucking treat because
it's so fun.
This is great fun. We've seen it many times. It's not a good film, but it's absolutely great fucking fun. So we hope you enjoy Eegah with us. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll talk about, like I said, we'll talk about Richard Keel and Archibald Jr.
Yes.
You know, and Encino Man. You know, because I'm really trying to make this one our longest video yet, so I'm just gonna start repeating shit that I already said. Okay, fuck that. Eegah, here we go. Movies from the Madhouse.
Hi, Roxy. What are you doing in town? I thought I was supposed to meet you up at the club. Well, you still are. I just bought myself a new swimming suit tonight.
Oh?
Yes. See?
That? Well, I get off work in 10 minutes.
Follow me out then.
Follow you? Listen, I can change clothes and beat you out there. That's my girl. Her father's Robert I. Miller. Writes all those adventure books. You ought to see her swim. Hey! Gee, I sure am sorry, sir. I guess I was thinking about having dinner with my girl. She lives up at the club. It's me, Tom.
Oh, Tommy. Oh.
What's the matter? What happened?
Is he gone?
Who?
Is he?
I didn't see anybody. Just take it easy and tell me what happened.
I saw a giant.
What?
Well, I did. Honest, I saw a giant. No, it was right in the middle of the road. Not a half mile from here. He doesn't believe me.
You didn't really expect anyone to, did you, Miss Miller?
Why not? It's the truth.
Honey, a prehistoric monster is a rather large order to swallow.
Dad, I didn't say he was a monster. He was a giant. Well, you know, a caveman.
Club and all, eh?
Yes.
What my daughter saw, she saw. Now, let's just let it go at that.
Okay. But if you see your giant again, let me know in time to take some pictures.
She will.
Dad, you don't believe me either.
Roxy, of course I believe you. I believe you saw something.
Well, I saw a giant. A prehistoric giant.
How about it, Tom? What'd you see?
Like I told you, Mr. Miller,
I wasn't there until afterwards.
Tommy Nelson, I know what I saw.
Sure, Roxy, but I mean giants.
There were giants. The Bible says so.
Yes, it does, in the book of Genesis. Something about in those days, giants walked the earth.
Well then,
Maybe we can get some flashlights and go out and take a look for ourselves. Huh?
No, this thing can wait until morning. Now, you kids go and take your swim before the pool closes.
in the morning now.
It's a promise.
Dad still doesn't believe me.
Sure he does.
And neither do you.
I swear on my Elvis Presley LP. How big did you say he was?
Oh, bigger than anybody you ever saw.
I bet you were scared, huh?
A little. But I had the funniest feeling he wouldn't hurt me.
Yeah?
In fact, I thought it was kind of cute.
Oh.
Couldn't you have imagined the whole thing?
No.
Now, let's be realistic about this. You said yourself that you fainted. Isn't it possible that you dreamed this whole idea?
No, Dad, I didn't. There was a giant.
Now, I don't want to call this story of yours a lot of foolishness, and I haven't so far, have I?
No.
But if there were a giant, if anyone at all had
Mr.
been
Miller,
here,
come here.
what'd you find?
I don't know. It sure looks like a footprint, though.
Well, let me see. Look, there's the heel, and there's the toe.
Look at the size of that. It must have been made by
Say it.
a giant.
What did I tell you? And that's for finding it.
I'll find the big boy himself for you if you feel like that.
He left the road right here. Watch out for snakes.
Ooh!
Better go back to the car.
No! He's my giant.
Holy cow, he was standing right here watching us. And then he turned and took off for...
Shadow Mountain. Do you suppose that's where he lives?
It's possible. That would account for his never having been seen before.
It's too bad we didn't bring the doom buggy. We'd go after him.
What for?
I to get some pictures. Maybe even to bring him back. A lot of people aren't going to believe this giant jazz.
No, we're not sending about this, you understand?
Why not? After the way everyone laughed at me.
Your turn will come. I'm going up on Shadow Mountain with a camera.
Are you going to write a book about the giant, Mr. Miller?
That's the idea, Tom.
I'll take you up there. My doom buggy's all ready to go.
No thanks.
It is. I just gave it the works.
There's no offense, son. But I'd like to take this trip in something a little bit safer.
Okay, y'all, so I'm sorry we had to stop right here. We're only 12 goddamn minutes into the film. And we talked for a long time before.
So much has happened.
But it's like really so much has.
Mm-hmm.
You got you got a
caveman.
You got a caveman. You got a caveman. You got
With a club.
an awesome doughy-faced boyfriend.
He's cute. I love Archall Jr.
I love Archall Jr. We're gonna get into Archall Jr. a little bit later.
He's great.
We're gonna get into him a little bit later, but probably on the next break. I don't know for sure.
You
We'll
keep
see.
teasing. You keep teasing about
I'm a teaser and a pleaser.
that.
Some band said that in 1986. Okay, so yeah, Eegah, 1962. Richard Keel. He plays Eegah. the caveman that we saw briefly. 7'2", and suffering from an extreme case of Richard Keel face. And so when you're 7'2" and you have Richard Keel face, then you're born to play 2.6% of the parts that Hollywood needs you to play. And the beautiful thing about that is that if you're not Richard Keel, you are not qualified to play these parts. Richard Keel is the perfect fucking actor for every part he's in.
I agree.
He's perfect in Eegah.
Yes, he is.
He's perfect as a caveman. He seems to be a caveman. He's perfect in he was in a couple of Bond movies. The Spy Who Loved Me and another one. But he played Jaws with the fucked up teeth. There was nobody else that could play Jaws. There wasn't anybody else.
He's perfect for that.
I don't even remember his. I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan, but in Happy Gilmore, he was in Happy Gilmore. I saw the movie a couple times.
That's right.
He was the big protector. He protected, beat up rival golfers. I don't remember.
But he was in it.
But Richard Keel was in all kinds of shit. I was looking his shit up. He was on episodes of The Wild Wild West and I Spy. He was in the Twilight Zone. You remember that?
I do. Sit down. I do.
Which one?
Well, he was in the one that had a cookbook in it.
To Serve Man. To Serve Man.
That's right.
Richard Keel died in 2014. He will be missed. I mean, like I said, nobody thinks about Richard Keel anymore, but nobody ever thought about Richard Keel too much. But like I said, he's the only guy that could have played roles that were built specifically for him.
He's perfect.
He's perfect. Every time I've seen him in something, he's perfect in it. He's exactly what you want in that role.
Yes, he's perfect as Eegah. You're going to see some more how great he is.
He's gonna shave off his ancient beard for love.
For love. Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it.
I'll see you in about 2 days at the most.
Well, please take care of yourself.
Now, my credit cards are in the desk drawer. You make sure you leave them there.
This thing's supposed to be safer than my dune buggy?
All right, Kruger, let's go. Now, don't you forget, I want you to meet me at the mouth of Deep Canyon tomorrow at 4. No! No! No!
I love you, Vicky. You know I do. My whole life has changed. Though the first day we met was my last day with you. Vicky, oh Vicky, what have I done? Why can't we make up? We can have so much fun. If you don't love me, I was a fool. Oh, Vicky, you are my love. Vicky, oh, Vicky, I'm so alone. If you could just talk to me, if I could just call you on the phone, would you give one more chance to a fool? Oh, Vicky, you are my love. You are my love. Vicky,
Hello? Yes? Dad'll understand. It's just one of those things. Just a minute, please. Do you know where Deep Canyon is?
Yeah?
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. I've been there lots of times. Why?
Don't worry, Mr. Kruger. I'll take care of it. Yes. Thanks for calling. Goodbye.
What's up?
That was Mr. Kruger from the airport. The helicopter blew a gasket or something. He won't be able to pick Dad up.
At Deep Canyon?
Yes.
No problem. We'll get the dune buggy and we'll whiz right out there.
This is whizzing?
Wait till we get off the highway.
Hang on to your starter belt.
There's no road here.
This is what the buggy was made for.
We sure found.
My tires are filled with water.
To keep them cool.
No, the weight gives me traction in the sand. Watch this.
Come on, Dad's waiting.
There you are, Deep Canyon.
I don't see Dad anyplace.
Maybe we're early.
It's past 4:30.
Hey, take it easy on that water.
Well, I don't want it to dry out before Dad gets here. And don't you eat anymore.
Okay.
It's 9 o'clock. What do you suppose happened?
Oh, nothing happened. He's not coming out of butts, you know. You can't expect him to be right on the dot.
I know, but he should have made it before dark.
Don't worry about it. He'll see the campfire and come walking in on us any minute now.
That's what you said 2 hours ago.
Well, he will.
Well, if you believe that, what's the idea of the bedrolls?
Look, I carry all this junk in the buggy anyway, so you might as well get some use out of it.
I'm not sleepy.
So just lie down, take a rest for a while. I'll keep the fire going.
Hey, what are you doing with that?
I always carry a gun in the desert. There's coyotes around a camp.
put it away. We're not playing cowboy.
You know there's mountain lions around here, too.
Well, they won't come near a fire, I know that much. And I'm not going to have you take a shot at something that turns out to be Dad.
Okay, okay. I'll put it away in one condition, that you crawl in and get some rest.
Okay.
If I had 1,000 paintings in a marble gallery, every single picture would be a Valerie. Vitamins are good, they say, and so the calorie. But I feel like a tiger on one kiss from Valerie. I couldn't stand tomorrow, and they could have today. If someone took my Valerie a half a mile away. If I had $1 billion and a banker's salary, I'd spend it all on flowers to give to Valerie.
Now, who's Valerie?
Well, now, wouldn't you like to know?
Tom. Tom,
Yeah.
do you suppose Dad found the giant? Or the giant found him?
Nah. Giant probably is way up in the mountain. Your dad wasn't going that far.
I guess not.
Oh, it's my transistor. Something's wrong with it.
No kidding.
Yeah, sometimes a bump starts it off and you gotta hit it again to stop it. Oh, I must have bumped it again.
You must have. Hey, have you been at this? We were saving for Dad.
What?
The stew.
I didn't touch it.
Well, I sure didn't. And look at... What'd you do that for?
Listen, if he comes back for that club, we don't want to be anywhere around here.
It's Dad's camera.
Are you sure it is?
Well, I borrowed it enough. Look at where it's smashed.
Well, he could have dropped it.
Well, then why didn't he pick it up?
Well, it's broken. It's no good to him.
Oh, well, it's also insured. Let's not kid ourselves.
Let's not jump to conclusions either. Come on, let's try that extra ravine. Go!
When I watch movies with giant cavemen, I want to be with Dandeli. When I watch movies with Archibald Jr., I want to be with Dandeli. Yes, that's Archibald Jr. as Tom. Archibald Jr. is singing the songs, winning the girls. Not fighting the cavemen yet, but we'll get there. I love this fucking movie. I love this goddamn movie.
Fun.
Archibald Jr. He was in a bunch of these movies. He was in Wild Guitar.
I love that movie.
I love Wild Guitar. We will watch that at some point. We will. He was also in The Sadist. The Sadist is fucking awesome. And we will also be watching that. I think on the first episode of our show, I just grabbed a bunch of random trailers and put them on there saying coming soon for movies from the Madhouse, back when we didn't know what we were doing. We still don't know what we're doing, but you'll see this one's even better than the last episode, technical wise, not grammatical wise. The Sadist. That is a killer movie. That is a killer movie. Archibald Jr., son of Archibald, who I believe Archibald directed this movie under a pseudonym, but I don't know for sure.
He made a lot of these.
But yeah, he did make a lot of these. But yeah, Wild Guitar is great. But Wild Guitar and Eegah are different than the Sadist. Wild Guitar and Eegah are just they're just fun. That's all they are. The Sadist is fun, but if you think about it a lot while you're watching it, it's really gnarly. The Sadist is gnarly as fuck. It really is. Gnarly film. I believe it was inspired by the Starkweather case.
Yeah.
It was Starkweather, right?
I think so.
The guy with his teenage girlfriend. The same story that inspired Natural Born Killers.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah. And The Frighteners. You remember The Frighteners?
I loved that.
Me too.
I
Me
loved
too.
The Frighteners.
So, The Frighteners, if you haven't seen it, The Frighteners was the midpoint for the director Peter Jackson. See, you know Peter Jackson because he made Lord of the Rings. And then he made King Kong and realized, I can't make gigantic movies for tons of money and make a bunch of money back unless they have Lord of the Rings in the title. So he went back to he made The Hobbit after King Kong, I believe. I don't know what he's doing now. I heard he's actually overseeing a re-release of Dead Alive, which would be great. Because that's what I was saying, that The Frighteners was the midpoint. Before The Frighteners, he did Heavenly Creatures with Kate Winslet. And that was a killer movie too.
Love that movie.
But that and The Frighteners were his midway point. But The Frighteners was like a straight like horror movie, horror comedy kind of a thing. Whereas Heavenly Creatures was like a really morbid drama. You know? It was almost like a Tim Burton meets Guillermo del Toro kind of a thing. You know? Yeah. I never thought about that until just now, just this second. But yeah, Heavenly Creatures was that. But before that, he made Dead Alive, and he made Meet the Feebles. We got a dog exodus going on in our house right now, apparently. Yeah, he made Dead Alive, he made Meet the Feebles before that, and before that he made Bad Taste, and all of those were just gross out films, gore films. You know, shit, we could have a discussion about the directors that do that, you know? I mean, Peter Jackson did it, Sam Raimi did it. Sam Raimi did that. If you're familiar with Sam Raimi, then you know all this, but if you're not, let me give you a rundown. Sam Raimi did, you know, his first film was The Evil Dead, and he did The Evil Dead 2, and then he was able to get some Hollywood money, and he made things like Darkman and shit, but they weren't big hits, you know? Mm-hmm. So, and then he went kind of a drama route and did Simple Plan, which was really fucking good. Did you ever see Simple Plan?
Simple Plan?
Bill Paxton, rest in peace, Bill fucking Paxton. We all love Bill Paxton because of Frailty, and I was just about to start talking about Frailty right now because pot is legal in Oregon. But I restrained myself, and I'm going to talk about A Simple Plan for a short time to say that also Katie Holmes and Billy Bob Thornton are in it. It's kind of it's about these people who find a bunch of money in the woods. Find a bag full of money in the woods. Like a duffel bag. You know, and all the shit and chaos that happens because it turns out it's from a fucking crime or something, you know. I don't remember it. I haven't seen it since I worked in a video store. And we know how long it's been since video stores existed. So it's been that long since I saw the film. But I digress. How the fuck did I get to Sam Raimi? Sam Raimi through Peter Jackson. How the fuck does it get back to Eegah? I don't either. Either way, Arch Hall Jr. was also the leader of a band called Arch Hall Jr. and the Archers.
Yes, so talented. He's swoony.
I guess. You think he's swoony?
Yeah.
He's a weird fucking looking guy.
I know, he's odd. But he's kind of goofy and kind of cute.
We've been together for 13 years, folks, and we've watched Eegah and a number of our other Arch Hall Jr. films. I've never heard her say Arch Hall Jr. is swoony. This is a first. So, thank you for being here with us for that. It's like if you were here when I proposed to her. New things happen all the time.
That's right. That's right. You'll learn new things about me all the time.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna watch The Sadist at some point, but you should watch it before. It's fun. I'm pretty goddamn sure it's available. I'm positive it's available on YouTube. So just go on there and fucking watch it.
It's awesome.
You know, or wait for us to do it. You never know because we never announce our shows. We never announce what movie we're gonna watch. It's surprise. Sometimes we let the audience pick. But, ooh, we're shooting this before that, so. Forget you heard that.
Eegah.
Yeah, we've gone on too long. Let's get back to Eegah. That's the wrong chord.
One way or the other, what do you think?
I don't know.
Well, I'll climb up their ways and see if the buggy can get through. No, you better stay here.
No.
There's no use in both of us going. We gotta come back for the buggy anyway.
Well, then we'll come back. I'm not going to sit here doing nothing.
Oh, women. Look, you stay here with the buggy
Nope.
and drive it up to meet me when I give you the signal. That'll save us both a trip. Come on.
Well, okay.
Ah, the gun. Toss it. Give me a blast in that horn if you see anything.
Don't worry about that.
Roxy. Roxy. Roxy? Roxy!
Oh, Dad.
Oh,
Oh, are you hurt?
I think my collarbone's broken.
Here, let me help you.
How did you get here?
Well, we came looking for you, and we were both so worried that we didn't know what to do.
No. She's mine. She's mine.
He understands you.
We got a beautiful friendship going. Take it easy.
Dad!
Don't do anything to scare him.
Me scare him?
Smile. Smile. He likes your perfume.
Smell all you want. Go ahead.
What became of the others?
What others?
Keep smiling. You didn't come out here alone, did you?
No. Tom's with me. I mean, he's out there
Hold
someplace.
still. He's just curious. Hold still.
It's
Hold
real,
it, Roxy.
see?
Looking.
What's he doing?
Looking for lice, I believe.
Ranger.
Careful, honey. Take it easy. He won't hurt you.
He hurt you.
No, I did that myself when I fell on the camera.
Dad, I think you better break this up before I scream.
Tell him you're hungry.
I'm not.
Well, think of the alternative.
I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, hungry. What are those?
Those are his relatives.
They're dead.
Yes, apparently for some time.
Eegah,
Come on, Dad. Let's make a run for it. Here.
That won't work. The entrance is blocked.
Oh, what are we going to do?
I don't know. But we'll think of something. He's telling his family all about you. He told them about me last night.
Think how lonely he must be.
I know whatever he is, he's a human being.
What'll I do?
It'll be all right. Play it by ear, but don't upset him.
Okay.
He's telling them he has guests for dinner.
How'd you do?
Well, that one looked like a very important ancestor. Shake hands with him, Roxy.
Oh, Dad. Oh, pleased to meet you. Doesn't he know they're dead?
I think so. He just can't make himself accept it.
I'm not having any trouble. And how are you feeling today? Oh, that's fine.
I can't eat any more of this.
Fake it.
That's what I've been doing. Now I'm getting sick.
Eegah.
Is that his name?
It might be. That's the word he says most of the time. Eegah.
Oh, Dad, no. That's all I need now is a good drink of sulfur water. Ooh, I don't see how anybody could drink that horrible stuff. I guess it can't hurt me.
Make it last as long as you can. He won't hurt you if you're doing something.
A prehistoric gentleman, huh? Thank you. Well, here's to you. Ugh. This water doesn't make you strong. You have to be strong to drink in the first place. No, I'm still thirsty. Thank you. That does.
What is it?
Believe it or not, Dad, I'm going to look at his etchings. Oh, this is nice. No. This. I see what you mean. Dad,
What is it?
look at this drawing. It's me in my car. This one. It's me.
Roxy! Roxy!
If Eegah makes me drink any more of this sulfur water, I'll die.
We've got to keep him busy.
I know.
And it's not so bad, as a matter of fact. A little bitter. But it seems to have a certain quality that's good for you. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the sulfur in these walls isn't what's kept these giants alive all these years.
You mean these giants have always been here?
Where have you seen those before?
In that cave in France.
Exactly.
Sure.
Same style, same everything. Definitely prehistoric. Yes, I'd say that he and his tribe have always been here.
Are there others?
No, he's the last one.
How can you be sure?
I took a good look at his family. From the condition of the shrouds, I'd say that the last one died 50 or 100 years ago.
How old does that make him?
Oh, I wouldn't even guess. Roxy? Roxy? Roxy?
Oh, it's you, Dad.
Go see if the rock's in place. He's gone. Now's our chance.
It's there. What are we going to do? What can I do?
Help me back. I gotta sit down. No! Don't touch it.
It's got to be tied up or something, doesn't it?
There's some aspirin in my beer bag.
I don't see it.
He brought it here. Must be around someplace. Keep looking. You probably hid it somewhere.
Oh, here it is.
The aspirin's in that small pocket. Give me 2.
Drink a lot of water. It'll give you strength.
It won't knit bones, honey.
It's got to be tied up or something, doesn't
No,
it?
it feels pretty good now.
Liar.
That's no way to talk to your
The
father.
trouble with you is I spoiled you.
You sure did.
What can I do?
Nothing. I'll just sit here.
How about if I washed your face? Or gave you a shave? It'll make you feel better. You've got all your junk here.
Okay. Shave down. Look, before he has a chance to block the entrance, I'll get his attention. You run out.
And leave you?
Do as I tell you.
Not this time, Dad.
You were lucky last night. He's had time to think about you.
I'm not going to leave you to get your head bashed in. My father didn't raise me that way. He brought me flowers.
We've got to get his mind on something else. Make a production out of it. Sing, hum, whistle. Come on. Bring him, keep busy. Here he comes. He's interested. He almost forgot to shut the door.
Well, that doesn't say much for my sex appeal. You're running out of whiskers. Now I suppose he wants a shave.
Good. Give it to him.
Anything to please the customers.
Try these. Here. There. Better watch him with that shaving bone. You did a better job of shaving him, Roxy. There's no way of telling how old that fellow is.
You're handsome.
I warn you, Roxy, don't upset him.
Tell me some more about your etching. You like the pretty smell? Here, this is loaded with perfume. I'm going to try and get him to too. Where did you get them? Out there? Yes, I really think you should put them in water. I guess you're right. There are plenty more out there. Here, look at this. Look. See? Take it. I'll bet you haven't seen anything like that before. Don't you think it's pretty? Do you like it? Oh.
Give him something else.
Oh. What? I haven't got anything else. Wait. Here. That was a mistake. Don't get the idea I don't like you, but my father. He can see us. That's the idea. You'll just move the rock. We can go outside. Oh. No! Oh, Eegah. Outside. You and me. Outside.
No, save yourself.
I'll keep him so busy he'll forget the rock.
Once you're outside, run.
Come on. Outside.
She-chaw.
Get after them.
The dune buggy's just down the canyon.
I can do it. Go on.
Eegah. The shaving scene.
All the scenes. I mean, the family scene.
The movie's ridiculous.
His ancestors. They're
Yeah.
dead.
Dad.
I wonder if he knows that they're dead.
That I don't know. I believe that's something that the
She does.
Father Dr. Scientist brought up.
She
Then he
He's a
said-
little pushy.
Then he
That
said,
Eegah.
then he said, shave him.
Yeah.
And she did.
She
And
did.
he's really happy.
Yeah.
He's really handsome.
And he's all soft and smooth.
You should see Mistress Dandeli gushing over him while we were watching it. Richard Keel, Arch Hall Jr., Eegah. Let's finish this up.
Let's do this.
Alright. I'm into it.
So
I like
much
it.
more is about to happen.
I know.
I mean,
I know. You could see this movie as a direct inspiration for a specific scene in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. You remember the pool scene in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2?
I do.
You could see this as a specific, as a definitive inspiration for that. It's as far as I remember, it's very similar.
Well, that may be coming up soon. I mean, the only pool scene we've seen at this point is our lovely star not getting her hair wet in the pool the whole time she was swimming. That was pretty
Was it
amazing.
Vicky or Valerie?
I don't know. I don't think.
I guess it was Vicky.
I don't think her name's Vicky or Valerie.
I think it might be Vicky.
It's not.
I don't think. I think
It's
you're right.
not.
I think you're right.
No, the V names are not her, and neither of those songs are about her at all.
Arch Hall Jr. Play in the field. All right, let's get back to Eegah. Let's see what this caveman does.
Tom.
Cool it, Roxy. Everything's all right.
Dad.
He's okay. He's waiting for us.
Hi, kid.
Dad.
Run, kids, run. It won't start.
Let me. Hurry.
What's wrong with it?
I rigged it so nobody could steal it.
Out here?
that way.
Everybody okay?
Honey?
Just fine, Dad.
Wowee, there he is. So long, High Pockets.
keys to the car.
Now, baby, I just had one. That's all. Just one, baby. That's all. I've just had one.
One bottle.
Hey, baby.
You've had enough.
Well, I'll tell you when I've had enough. You do me a great injustice. The keys. I've had enough.
Roxy!
I'm ready, Dad.
Well, I'm not. You're going to have to help me. I can't manage the tie.
Here, I'll do it. Does it have to be this one?
Young lady, that happens to be one of my favorite ties.
But the color.
You gave it to me 4 years ago.
Oh, why, it's lovely. Are you sure you're feeling well enough to go out tonight?
Honey, we've got to go out.
Well, it's not anything special. It's just a party.
Your whole gang will be there.
Yeah.
You can't avoid them forever.
No.
Some of them laugh a little.
Well, if I know Agnes Henderson, she'll laugh a lot. What'll happen to him?
I don't know, but I'm certain we're doing the right thing. If we were to reveal that a giant actually exists, there'd be a whole army out there tracking him down like an animal.
No, they wouldn't. We wouldn't let them.
Honey, he's from another age, another eon. Come in.
Hello, Mr. Miller.
Hello, Tom.
Wowdy, wow, wow. You sure look swell, Roxy.
Thank you. I'll only be a minute.
Is something wrong, Mr. Miller?
We're just talking about our little adventure.
Oh, I see.
You do?
Well, sure. A girl like Roxy don't get over a thing like that right away.
Doesn't.
That's what I say. She's got to get her mind off it. And this hop tonight'll help.
Hop?
Yeah, my combo's gonna be there. Man, they swing.
So I understand.
I'm ready.
Well, let's split then. Mr. Miller, I got my dad's wheels tonight.
Really? Do they fit on your car?
You're funny, Mr. Miller. Real funny.
Grrr.
Hey, wait a minute, friend. What is this, a masquerade?
That is Miller's giant, darling.
Oh, come on, you can talk plainer than that. Look out, Mr. Cushman, he's for real. What did he say?
He's real.
Of course, he's real. Hurry, quick, call the police. There's a time of giants here.
Phone call.
Large man or giant creating disturbance. Proceed with extreme caution.
At the old rock house on the Brownsville Road, crazy things happen according to the code. You turn to the left at the sign of the toad, to the empty old house on the Brownsville Road. The old rock house on the Brownsville Road, crazy things happen according to the code. The code of the ghost at the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road. Oh, they scream in this way and they bring in the day, and the weird sound make you shiver. They dance and they sing through the wild spring, and the noise goes down to the river. You see, nobody lives on the Brownsville Road. They grin and they rave of the cold, cold grave, and they kick their ass on the tap. Their neck bones click as they swing their chicks. I rock onto the Brownsville Jazz. At the old rock house on the Brownsville Road, a crazy thing.
I don't blame you in the least.
Oh, it's you, Dad.
Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road. Like nobody lives there. Dig?
No, I don't. I agree with you 100%. But perhaps we should be a little more discreet about it.
What on earth are you talking about?
Getting as far away as possible from that music. It's a good idea, but we're guests here.
No, the music's wonderful. I could listen to Tom sing by the hour.
And you have.
I just wanted some fresh air, that's all.
Is it, honey?
No. Dad, I've got the funniest feeling.
What is it?
I can't describe it, but I just know something's happened to him.
Him?
Eegah, the giant, or whatever he is. Something's happened to him.
Roxy, look at me. I love you very much. You're more like your mother every day. Every living thing was her personal concern, and she worried about them.
That's just it, Dad. But you see, worry isn't the feeling that I have. I don't know what it is. He's a creature. Well, you just have to look at him to see that. He even tried to kill us. But yet...
You can't get him out of your mind. That's my job for about 2 more years, if I can hold on to you that long. Then it'll be up to somebody else. Maybe him, huh?
Hey! Where you been? I was belting out a tune just for you in there. I look up and you're gone.
We can hear every word, Tom. I said hear, not understand.
You're funny, Mr. Miller. Really funny. Come on, Roxy, let's dance.
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I thought I heard sirens.
Oh, that's Dino's sax. It leaks.
No, mister. Don't. Charlie, look out! Don't shoot, Charlie! If I didn't know they were dancing, I'd swear this was a fight. What? I say it looks like a fight. My boy is a good dancer.
I'm gonna deck you. Knock it off. She's my girl. I'm gonna smash.
There he is! Halt! Halt or I'll fire!
Don't shoot! He doesn't understand!
Poor devil.
Remember, I love you.
Where did he come from?
Is he real?
Who is he?
Yes, he was real. It says so in the book of Genesis. There were giants in the earth in those days. Chapter 4, verse 32.
All right, Eegah.
So tragic.
That's the way things work.
Tragic.
That's the way things work. You end up to be a caveman living in the deserts of Southern California. This is going to happen to you.
I mean, he fell so in love. All for love. He sacrificed his beard, his ancient beard,
It's true.
for love. Very sad. Very.
It's a great fun movie. It's not a great film like Night of the Living Dead
No.
or Spider Baby,
No.
which you can watch on our channel.
That's right.
Speaking of, I'm going to do that thing. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell. We'll have a new episode every week or something. You know? But yeah,
Eegah.
Eegah.
Super fun. Super sad at the end. You know, I do love at the very end, you know, that they quote the Bible.
Yeah.
Giants were real because the Bible tells you so.
Jesus loved me, this I know. So I was once at just to hang out with my friends. I used to go to church gatherings on Wednesday nights.
Uh-huh.
And one night they were taking a field trip.
Mm-hmm.
To something, one of those Graham people. One of the Grahams.
Billy Graham.
I don't think it was Billy Graham. I think it was one of his sons. I don't remember who it was. But we went, and there was a bunch of churchy people there. And a bunch of Satanists showed up.
The Satanists.
And all they wanted was to go in. It was great fun. They hung out in the parking lot, singing that. singing, Jesus loves me, this I know, because the Bible told me so.
Yes, Satanists.
And they would not let them in.
Bastards.
It's, right. You're supposed to let them in.
Yeah.
That's the Christly way.
That's right. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, creeps and cretins, we'll see you in your nightmares. Thank you for coming back to the Madhouse. We will see you all next time.
See you next time.